I've been able to observe myself this week moving through some really intense suffering based on things that happened that I heard about that affect my loved ones, and allowing myself to go back into the portal of trauma and kind of also at the same time observing it. And this whole, I found this whole name for it, and it's called, for me, it's called the Punisher. You know, that Marvel character is really well drawn, because I can so relate to that. It just comes from such a deep place of long time unintegrated trauma and suffering that there's really no place to put. And it's not fair. It's not just. It's created by, you know, things that are outside of your control, systemic breakdown and fuckery and all that kind of stuff. And it's played out on the children and the next generations, because we've really forgotten who we are as divine and human, but that we are always whole and we are always safe. And I want to laugh at that sometimes, because in these moments where I am the Punisher, I lose sight of everything. I want to not only cocoon myself, but if someone doesn't receive my expression of what I'm feeling in those like very wounded moments, I want to lash out. I want to make them hurt in the way that I'm hurting, because damn, it's heavy. And I don't know. I just want to hurt. I want to hurt because I hurt. So catching that and not sending the text or just letting that energy be round and like forced onto other people. So, you know, in the future, I have to go back and, you know, make amends and work through all that, which you don't have to do. But of course, feel a whole lot better when you do. And when you don't lash out and you don't have that, whatever you call it, anger hangover to deal with, because you were hurting and you blew up. So the process of getting from surrendering to all of it and realizing that these things are going to happen. This is life. Everybody goes through these really hard times, and especially now, maybe not always. And there are moments of real intense heartache that we can't deny or ignore or repress, but we also can't live there and get pulled into it. So that's our screen for everything else. And when I'm in that Punisher mode, it's like this screen comes up it might go on for days, where I'm just like angry and hateful inside. I feel that. I'm not that. I'm experiencing that. And so I just want to express that out for anyone else that has like really like some things that happen that are out of their control, that they know the history, they feel the full energetics of it, all the variables, all the dimensions, and it's just a heartache all the way around, and having to surrender to that and not being quite ready and, you know, falling into the Punisher mode. It's okay. It's okay to give yourself some compassion for that. And the observation of it did keep me from the full on, you know, murderous rage that I get into. And I'm not saying I act on a murderous rage, but it's just, I'm seeing the intensity of it and where it comes from, and just saying, whoa, look at that. Look at that. That's something. That's not something to shame and guilt and blame yourself for. That's something to honor, because that is years and, you know, incidents and a lot of stuff that's pushed down in there that needs to come out, and you're letting it out and you're observing it, and you're not going to do it in a way that's going to hurt other people permanently. Sometimes you might lash out a little bit. And I just feel like we're not giving enough space for the human reactions, and we're putting ourselves in boxes where we're just set up to constantly be in this shame, guilt, blame, self-deprecating, you know, degradation type thoughts when we are experiencing a lot of choppy waters. So I don't know, hold on tight, people. Well, not hold on tight, surrender, but have compassion while you're moving to surrender.